Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot, and welcome back to the Parish Notice Board on April the 24th. Now, today, strap yourselves in because this one is going to be the longest notice board I have ever made. There's plenty of things to talk about this week, including some changes to the channel which you regulars will need to know about. Let's get to it. Okay, to kick things off, it's Guess Where I Am, and today I'm coming to you from a bridge over a river. It's a gorgeous day. Let's have a look at that river. How about that? That looks really good, doesn't it? There's a guy down there fishing, enjoying himself. Sooner him than me though. If you want to see the other side, there's a weir over there. Where's this, guys? Comment down below if you think you know. Okay, I've moved away from the bridge for the next thing, which is last week's answer. Well done if you got this. I don't think anybody did though. I don't recall anybody commenting down below in the box down there to say that I was in Sancton in the East Riding of Yorkshire. If you don't know where that is, that's just to the south of Market Wheaton. It's a nice village, and that episode's coming out on the channel very soon. Right, let's get to these notices then. I think I've got something stupid like 10 in total, the most I've ever had. Now the first thing is to do with Mrs. TVI, who's with me in this episode. Hello, Nicky. Now, Nicky's in this episode for a reason. Where we are right now, we've just come through, I think, is it 6 villages we've just come through? I think this is the 6th one that we're in, and Nicky's been with me for all of them. Nicky's going to be more sort of active as far as the channel goes in the very near future, and the reason for that is because
my work pattern is now settled down, and so I now know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it, and you know, barring you know, other commitments that I have on the home front, I should be making it out to film roughly, generally speaking, barring fire, flood or other problems, once every 2 weeks I should be out filming. So once in every 4 filming sessions, so about 25% of the time you'll see me pop up in the video, a notice board or whatever.
Yep, something like that. So expect to see more of Nicky and her clever little insights about stuff.
My humour, my daft comments, and my pointing stuff out that you miss.
Yeah, because I'm not very funny, me, am I? Okay, next thing is also to do with Nicky as well. Recently I realised that both my Village Idiot page and Village People group didn't have Nicky as an admin. I was the only person who was able to do admin tasks, as it were, in both. Nicky is now admin on both, so if you post or comment or whatever in there now, or send messages to either, the chances are it may well be Nicky that replies. Yep. Nicky, that's sort of taken a little bit of responsibility off me too, so which means I can, you know, concentrate more on making these videos for you. If
I do reply or whatever, I will usually sign it Mrs. TVI so that you know it's me. But anything that I do reply or respond to will be with what Andy would say or do in mind.
Possibly.
Excuse me. I know you well enough. Thank you very much.
Yes, I know.
And you know, if there's anything in there that I don't feel like I could give an adequate answer, I will leave it for Andy and flag it with him. So yeah, I'll be doing a little bit more of the sort of the back end sort of admin work, while Andy's sort of busy doing editing and trying to get more and more stuff out on the channel.
Okay, so those are 2 sort of minor changes. Now the next thing is to do with a major change. On May the 22nd, the channel will begin a new era, and the reason it's going to be doing that is because I got a little bit bored with the old system. You know, go to a village, film it, edit it in exactly the same way as always, you know, put it in the different sections, the welcome to, the amenities, the landmarks. It got a bit boring, and it got a bit tiresome as well, because I mean, I was putting these villages together one after the other and spending that much time sat at the computer editing them, and it didn't just get me down, it got Nicky down as well. So for that reason, I've decided that the videos will now take on a new form. There'll be a new intro. Every series will have its own dedicated introduction, which will stay the same throughout, and it will be edited in a different way. It'll be presented differently in a way that's much easier for me to edit and therefore quicker for me to edit. And you'll see the first one of these on May the 22nd. So you know, you've still got quite a bit of time. You've got nearly a month with the sort of old way of presenting them yet, because I'm that far ahead. But yeah, come May 22nd, it will all change.
Yeah, it's just a bit of an evolution, I suppose, because I mean, at the end of the day, the one thing that we want to do is get more content out there for more people to view, to grow the channel, and the only way we can do that is to...
Oh, it's windy here. Yeah, the audio might be bad on this video. It's very windy where we're sat.
So yeah, so we want to see where realistically we can just cut out some time spent at home and get more out there.
Without losing any quality.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. But as well as that, I mean, the one thing that Andy was saying about the videos having the same sort of format with the location, the amenities and so on and so forth, the little sort of subheadings in each video. Not every village has that.
No, it's difficult, especially with the smaller ones.
Like some of the ones we've been to today.
Absolutely, yeah. You'll see what I mean when you see the likes of Helaw and Catterton. And along the same kind of lines, trying to cut down editing time, I've made the decision that the Roundup videos will no longer be a thing. I know I said a few episodes of the Parish Notice Board ago that they were going to be staying, but I've decided no. The additional information that you have underneath every video, I think that's adequate, if I'm being totally honest. I don't really need to make a video which pulls all that together when you can actually see it already on YouTube. So yeah, the Roundup videos are basically no more. There won't be one for Bassetlaw, which is ending obviously next week, and there won't be one for Burnley or any of the other series I've got going when they eventually finish. So the Roundups are going. I'm just going to rely basically on the additional information.
Yeah, but it might be gone, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be replaced with something.
Yes, there is something else, but I need to talk about in a few notices time. Okay, the next thing is to do with schedule changes. Because of all this new era, new start kind of thing, I've had to make a few alterations to the schedule. You're used to seeing, of course, North Lincolnshire videos coming out on a Wednesday. That's going to stay the same. However, the week before May the 22nd, I'm trying to work out what date that's going to be in my head. That's probably going to be the 18th. No, 18th. 18th, 19th and 20th. The 18th is a Wednesday, 19th is a Thursday, 20th is a Friday. You'll get 3 North Lincolnshire episodes in a row. So there won't be a Selby episode on the Friday that week. By that time, Bassetlaw will have ended, so that won't affect it. So yeah, basically, North Lincolnshire people, you're going to get 3 in a row, 18th, 19th and 20th of May. Just
so old style and new style.
So they don't mix. It's so they don't mix. Yeah, because the last thing you want is to be seeing one of these new styles of videos mixed in with an old one.
Oh, that's great, and then
it's back to the old stuff. Yeah, so it's basically just to get all that lot out of the way. The last video you'll see that's in the old style is Market Wheaton in the East Riding, and that's on May the 21st. And another schedule change to talk about, again, it's all to do with this new era, new start. Leeds people, I need to talk to you. You're used to getting your videos on a Sunday. You're going to be moved. You're going to be moved to Thursdays after the start of this new era thing, because the first video in the new era is actually in Erewash, and I couldn't work out an easier way of doing it than moving Leeds and swapping Erewash to the Sunday. Trust me, I spent ages in front of my planning board yesterday, like a big Excel spreadsheet trying to work this out. So Leeds is moving to Thursdays, but that will not be until May the 25th. So you'll get a Leeds episode on the Sunday before. No, you won't. Oh, bugger.
Well, it'll all come out in the wash anyway. Yeah, we'll get there.
Leeds is moving to Thursdays, that's all you need to know, but yeah, not yet.
But never mind about whether or not it's just the Leeds one, just watch them all.
Nicky's got the right answer for everything. It's fun. I should have her in the Parish Notice Board more often, shouldn't I?
Well, you're gonna do.
I'm gonna do, yeah. Okay, something else that's new. This might be getting a bit tedious now because everything's changing. You'll like this one, I think, and I've already put one of these out. Tales from the Village Green. You might have seen this earlier this week. It's a new mini-series, and Nicky came up with this idea. Do you want to explain it, Nicky?
Yeah, well, I was sort of watching some of these videos myself, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'd like to know a little bit more about that. And wouldn't it have been nice if Andy had just touched a little bit more on this subject, or why that pub had its name, or you know, a little bit of history or something like that. So I put the idea to Andy, and of course he took it and sort of ran with it, and you know, we've got the first one, and I think it's been quite well received so far.
I reckon so, yeah. I mean, it seems to have been okay.
So the idea was kind of just like a small sort of vignette, 2 or 3 minutes long, just sort of focusing on a detail about not every village, but you know, like if we come across a place that's got a point of interest in its history, or even in its present, that ties into its history. So something that kind of grab your attention, and it almost like a little bit of a history lesson, but not a history lesson per se. It's just like a how can I word it?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, it's almost like an education in something that's perhaps long been forgotten.
Possibly.
So we're kind of pulling things out from villages, from what is typically village life, and kind of reinvigorating them and reminding people. The first one was about
the Coffin Walk.
The Coffin Walk.
If you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description of this video. So yeah, I'm not going to do one for every single village going, but certainly I'll be doing them often. Shall we say often?
Yeah, periodically.
Okay, a couple of weeks ago I mentioned the 5,000 subscriber special. That's still going ahead, but I need a little favour. I said I would update you, and this is the favour I need. All I'm going to say as regards the special is it's something that's based within West Lindsey and North Lincolnshire, and I need people from places around Curtin Lindsey. So I'm talking Grayingham, Blyburgh, Scotton, Messingham, Hibblestow, Manton, Redbourne, everywhere around Curtin. I need you to let me know if you're available on the week commencing May the 9th, please, because I need you to be potentially in a video.
If you've got something interesting about the parish that you live in, if you've got a story that could essentially be something like a tale on the village green, you know, along that concept,
something like that,
and you're available after that date, send us an inbox.
Let us know. Okay, we're nearly there. I've got 2 more things to talk about. The next thing is something that Nicky will explain to you, because as much as I'd like to, I can't really do it because this was Nicky's idea as well. Over to you, Mrs.
Okay, so basically I'm shoving him out of the house. He's getting kicked out on my boot end. Don't worry, I'm going to let him back. Okay, so
really?
Yeah.
Do you really want to?
I don't know, I might change the locks. Yeah.
Charming, innit? Charming, innit? Get married, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
It is fun. Oh, good. Anyway, so here's the thing. We've got a little bit of funding put by to do for Andy to sort of go off and do you know, a mass sort of filming session and try and break ground in some new parishes. So what it does is that noisy things.
Absolutely.
So what it does is that it just increases the demographic of people who are viewing the channel. Now, I mean, we've got sort of 4,000, well, I say we, I'm using the royal we here, got over 4,000 subscribers, which is fantastic, but the channel really, we want it to grow, and one of the ways that we saw we could do it was to break new ground, as it were, and go into some new areas. So after the money that, you know, I've got put aside, Andy's going to have a proportion of it, I'm going to have a proportion of it to make up for lost income from his day job, because he'll have to take time off, and I'm sending him away to film. So
don't know where yet though.
I get control of the TV remote. I can order in a Just Eat if I want to. you know, I could have a wild party while you're away.
Please don't. I'll have to clean up the mess, that's the problem.
No, you won't, because you'll not even know.
Oh, won't I? They're all...
So where were you thinking of looking at? Sort of somewhere sort of south of Watford?
Well, I haven't got anywhere in the southwest yet. So, you know, Cornwall, Devon, Dorset, Somerset, Wiltshire, Gloucestershire, that's all the southwest. I don't have anything in the West Midlands, so Shropshire, Herefordshire, West Midlands, Warwickshire, Worcestershire, Staffordshire, and
then you've got Oxfordshire, Buckinghamshire,
yeah, there's sort of
Hertfordshire,
that sort of area. I don't have anything down there,
so
it's a bit of a. I seriously hope there's nobody in Oxfordshire or Buckinghamshire watching you say that.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. We've gone from sort of Yorkshire.
What, common as muck?
Yeah.
Sorry, Yorkshire people. Sorry.
Well, you said that, and you're the one who's going to get the backlash. So we've gone from Yorkshire.
Yorkshire people are good. They're nice. Trust me, I live with them.
And then we're going down to commuter belt, outer London. You know, the south of England. You know, the place where you find more Prex than Greggs. Enjoy.
I'm gonna love it. And that finally brings us to the coming week. Now, if I remember where I'm going this week, I'll be amazed, because there's 11 in total. One of them is easy to remember because it's Gainsborough in West Lindsey. That's Tuesday's mission. But on Friday, I'm going up to the East Riding and I'm tackling 10 over the course of 2 days. If I remember what all these are without having to consult my phone, I'll be surprised. So look out for me in Goodmanham, Dalton Home, Lund, Bainton, North Dalton, Lockington, Beswick, Hutton Cranswick.
Somewhere else.
Oh, what are the other two? They're in the box at the bottom. I knew I wouldn't make it. I've got 8 of them, but they're all up towards Driffield, between sort of Beverley and Driffield. So yeah, I'm going to be tackling all those. So that'll be a fun couple of days. Cool. Are we there?
I think so. Just got this one last village to walk around.
Yeah, the village we're in at the minute, we're still going to walk around it yet and make this episode.
And I need to get off this bench because it's got covered in bird poo.
Yeah, it's not the nicest of places, but at least the river was nice.
The sun's shining.
If you know where that was, by the way, you might have had a few clues actually. I think that bus that came past probably gave you a clue, seeing as it said a rather large city up in the north on it. So let me know if you know where this place is. So it's time for me to go and time for Nicky to go as well.
Absolutely.
Feels like the longest notice board ever. Probably is.
Funnest notice board ever.
Funnest, absolutely. Here's what's coming up on the channel this week. I've been the Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and I'm out.